Greetings everyone, I'm Mike Parsons and this is a quick tutorial video on running customer statements. We had a request, one of the properties wants to start running customer statements at the beginning of the month. So that'll do two things. That'll give them a pay stub, which will help you guys key their payments into the system. Also it'll let them know what their balance is, how much is past due, and everything else. One thing to keep in mind though, we don't run rent charges, or excuse me, the rent charges don't get charged until the first of the month. So if you run this, just make sure that the rent charges have been posted for that month before you send these out. I think that's basically it. So this is what you end up with, the statements. Here is the list of all of the customers or the residents, whichever you want to call them, and it's as easy as clicking this print button right here and all of your statements will print themselves out. So great system, right? So how do we do it? Well, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to go to the customer window, right? And there's two things that you're going to want to do as far as the filter is concerned, right? So let's use Aspen, for example. And so we're only looking at people in the Aspen property. And also only current customers are selected. Okay? Now, I'm not sure why we have a person here that does not have a unit assigned to them. It's probably something that needs to be corrected. So we're not going to be sending a statement to this person because I don't know why they're there. But everybody else we're going to send a statement to, right? So as you can see here, I've selected this first account here in gray by just clicking it. Very simple. And the second thing we're going to do is hold down the shift key, and click the last account. And then release the shift key. And you can see that it has highlighted multiple accounts. Great, which is perfect. That's what we want. We're going to right click, choose the first option, which is generate statements. And then on the next slide out, we're going to choose the default statements. There are some other statements in here. If those work for you better, then go for it. But for this video, we're just using the default statement, so I'm going to choose that. And the report options menu is going to come up. Now, today is the 28th, so if I hit month to date, this is our time frame, and it will show all the transactions, whether it be payments, late fees, rent charges, pet charges, whatever. It's going to show all of those transactions in between this date for each customer. So obviously, if this is something that's going to go out at the beginning of the month, you need to have this dated for, for example, 9/1. But obviously, before you do this, you need to check and make sure that rent charge for 9/1 is posted. Okay, that doesn't make sense. Shoot me an email. We can talk about it. Second thing, make sure you click this button down here. It says run a customer separately, otherwise it's going to dump everyone's transaction into one invoice, or one form, which you don't want. Comments, put in whatever comments you want to, and make sure that you select sort by units. I'm assuming that you're going to want to do this because once these get printed out, you don't want to be zigzagging all over the place. You want to just go from one unit to the next. And you have some other options in here for per day late fees. You may want to check those if you have per day late fees. I'm assuming nobody has no one's keeping track of utility information in Rent Manager. So unselect those, and we're going to hit create report. And as you can see, it's generating all 33 statements, and pretty much done from here. If you've never used Rent Manager generated letters or Rent Manager generated forms, you're going to want to make sure that you check your customer information, which is right here, and check your property information, which is right here. And if you need any additional information to explain kind of what's happening, shoot me an email and we can modify these reports as well. Also, you can put notes down here to explain anything that you may need to explain. And printing this, after you basically review all these and all the customer information looks good. Okay, so let's say we need to change this. So for example, this zip code isn't correct. It's as easy as going back into here, into customers, making sure you select just the unit that you want, coming in here, changing this information, and then regenerating the statements. Okay, so pretty simple. And once that's happened, all the information is correct, hit this button right here, which is all, print all, and choose your printer and click print. For example, if there's something wrong with this statement and it didn't work out, you can print out all the other ones by using the same method that we used before. So you can click right underneath Mr. Black, hold down the shift key and select the last account, and then hit print selected, which will print all of those other than this one. So for example, like if there was a mistake in this one, you don't want to print that one, you just want to print all the other ones. Another thing you can do is if you hold down the control key, which is in the very bottom left of your keyboard, I'm assuming if you're using a PC, so hold that down and then you can select individual accounts that you want. As you can see here, these different gray ones. So just another way of selecting multiple accounts. And again, if I wanted to print just these four, I could click this button right here. So I think I pretty much covered everything. If I missed anything, or if you have any questions or concerns, shoot me an email and let me know about it. My email is mparsons@americanmgmt.net. Again, that's mparsons@americanmanagement.net. And that's it for this tutorial. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.